culture.
Yeah, this is the culture.
Live on Plus 89.9 FM. And as you know, we always have the best, the dopest, the most amazing guests in the house. With a big round of applause, we have Qpee Vibez.
Yes.
All the way from all the way from New York.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you are from Kumasi.
Right.
You're in Accra right now.
Right.
But based in
The state, New York.
the States.
Right.
This guy is moving around.
Yeah,
You're moving around.
United States of Kumasi and United States of Amanonik.
Yeah.
America.
Kumerica.
Right.
Okay, so let's get a little bit of a profile into you.
Right.
Because that was a lot in the intro.
Right.
You move around a lot. Who's Qpee Vibez, man?
Qpee Vibez is basically an artist, you know. The actual name is Akwesipuku. That's my name.
Oh, okay.
An Afrobeat artist that's currently based in the state, you know, doing his thing, you know, trying to put Ghana on the map when you talk about diaspora artists. So basically that's kind of like Qpee Vibez, yeah, in terms of the music.
Okay, when did you leave Ghana? Like, has it been long?
I think I left Ghana 2012. Yeah, 2012.
Oh, that's been a while, though.
Yeah, that's been like 13 years.
Yeah. So for you, is it like back and forth? Or is this you coming to Ghana now, a so to speak, new thing since you've left the country?
I think the first time I came back was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, December. And ever since, I always come every year, December.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come and go basically right now.
Yeah.
Where did music begin for you? Was it in Ghana or was it in the States?
Of course, in Ghana. You know, the passion started, my dad is a pastor, so everything started in the church.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad, though.
Right, shout out to my dad, right?
Church boys.
Church boys, right? So that's how you... So did music begin from you in the church, like we have most people? Was that the case?
I think the passion, you know, started from the church because I still play instruments. So I was toning the instrument and kind of like singing in churches and stuff, you know.
Okay.
So, but I didn't take it serious till I went to the state.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I started, you know.
You go to the States.
Yeah.
You decide you want to do this professionally, basically for the rest of your life.
Right.
How did that conversation with Daddy go?
We're still having that conversation. I'm not gonna lie.
I had a feeling, you
We're
know.
still having that conversation, bro. Hopefully, we
conversation.
get to the bottom of it, bro. Yeah, you know, pastors, you know, you have to really make a point, like prove a point before they let you.
Did it cause any bit of a friction on the relationship, though?
I think there was one day that he called me and he was like, somebody actually showed him a video that I shot, and he's like, "You really want to do this?
Wow.
If you're gonna continue to do this, you're not gonna be part of my kids." Like, it was a strong statement, right?
Oh no, yeah, bro, you get that. Like, trust me, like,
Yeah.
you will get that. But you see, it's what it is.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a strong statement. But I think later on, the one who showed him the video called me and asked me, "Am I really serious about this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, I went to school. I'm doing my work. I have a job that I'm doing." So he wanted to make sure if I'm playing, then he don't want me to do it. So after when the lady called me and having that conversation, she later went back and told my dad, like, you know, maybe I'm serious about it. Maybe he should guide me and make sure I'm not going wayward and stuff. So we haven't really, like I said, get into the bottom, but there's, you know, a little conversation.
But bro, emotionally and mentally, like that conversation, like, are you hearing that for the first time?
Right.
How did you get through that? Or are you just a QP, like, I'm a tough guy, you know, it is what it is, I just keep it moving?
I'm actually a tough guy. Hey, like I said, still, like, I've been doing it to you know, I didn't want him to see, but at this point, it's like he has recognized that's something that I want to do. So I remember the last conversation we had about it, he was talking about, why don't you do gospel, you know? Why don't you do gospel and stuff? I'm like, okay, I mean, I have a gospel song, maybe I'll drop it for him. But right now, he already seen that, bro, I have passion. Like, when he works around with me in the state, and people be calling my name, he kind of like get it, but I can't just man up and be like that. So do you want me to do it or not? It's just, like I said, still in the air, you know?
I like that you at least you mentioned that people recognize you, you know, when you walk around with your dad and he sees that you're actually doing something. So based on that, I want to find out from you, like, how is the music going? Like, how is it going?
So far so good. You know, where we started from right now, it's kind of like, you know, it's leveling up. So far so he's doing amazing. You know, the experience, the exposure. You know, I'm doing great.
And I mean, obviously you are in the diaspora, right? Like
Right.
we always have like we have some people who are here. I think we had a guest recently who was in Australia and is balancing like making the music there, appealing to the fans over there, obviously the diaspora, and then the Ghanaian community in the diaspora, and then Ghanaians back home. So how are you able to, what are you doing to make sure that you're able to cater to all like these different segments, of people? And then like, how is that going for you?
It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie, especially like you said, living in the state and trying to push your music across not just Ghana but across the Africa and across this whole country. So what I normally do is I'm keeping the relationship that I come across in terms of Ghana and in terms of the state. So if I have a song and I wanna basically drop, and I already reaching out to, shout out to Pussy G, Flex, Firestick. I have a couple people that near Takra that I reach out to them, let them know this my idea, like this how I want to promote it. Do they have something that maybe I'm missing or I need to add on to the promo strategy and stuff like that. So, but it's not easy though. It's really
because bro, I'm just thinking like with the financial, constraints of that. Imagine like December is coming. You took a flight here,
right?
Bro, you took a flight here,
right?
And that's the thing though. It gets to the point where the people want you around. They want to interact, and that's what you would want for yourself,
right? Does
that impact the kind of music you make? Because again, what like we're talking about right now is very interesting. You have a culture there. I think now we're in a space where the African sound is cementing. Some might say has cemented. It's stake. Do you think it has? It has. It is.
I think it's still getting there.
It's still getting there.
It is
right?
Like it is like very visible.
Like it is very visible, right? So it's definitely helping your case right now, but. That's a lot. In terms of how does that influence or affect the music you actually put out?
Because you're competing with a lot of like people.
Yeah.
Especially.
I mean, with me, I don't see like I need to do something extraordinary. I'm just gonna be me, because once a big artist was an upcoming artist, and they did them, and eventually God blessed them to get to the spotlight. So with me, I don't really stress it a lot in terms of, damn, like Afrobeat is in the state and I have to tap in. I'm doing me, and to catch up.
What genre of music are you doing then?
I do Afrobeat. That's what I do. Because right now that's a big thing over there. So whatever you do, you wanna get it under the umbrella and stuff like you have to look smart.
So we actually have his music video. This one's called Back to Back.
Right.
When did you release this?
I think 2 months ago.
It's very recent.
Yeah, very recent. It was on my EP, first single on my EP called Love or Lost. Yeah.
Wow, I like that title. Where's the name from though?
Back to back.
Qpee Vibez. My actual.
Are you vibing the ladies?
Something like that.
Here today, bro.
But Qpee Vibez, my actual name is Akwesipoku, right? So I remember I used to spell the Kwesi with a Q on Instagram. Okay. So when I decided to do music, I had to, come up with a name. So the Q is Kwesi, and the P is Poku. So Qpee, and I wanted to be different because when I searched, there was a lot of Qpee. So I wanted to be different. I added the vibes. You wanted to know
you had the vibes.
Yeah, with a Z. Yeah, with the vibes.
But what was your name before? Like you changed it to. Oh, is that the name that you had?
It was Qpee. It was just Qpee.
Oh, right.
And like I said, I had to rebrand it and get the vibe, add the vibes to it.
Okay. But I like the song that we just heard.
The song is actually a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's in the name, bro. It's in the name.
It's in the name. The song is actually a vibe.
And it sounded like you had a little bit of rap in there as well. Like by chance, do you happen to be a rapper?
I'm not gonna lie, I started,
You started rapping.
Yeah.
Understandable. Understand. Do you know the thing about rappers and melody? I think one thing we forget as a culture, this is the culture, is a lot of rappers, start with melody back in the day. Let's look at Nelly. Let's look at 50 Cent. These guys used to sing, I think Nelly and 50 Cent are the king of melody back in the early 2000s.
Right, true.
So it's not necessarily a new phenomena, but it's just because it's out there more. Did you get that oh bro, Charlie, you did rap right now? For those hardcore fans.
Right. That's why I say with the back-to-back, I had to add it to it, I had to add the vibe, rap to it, but I get it, why you switching, why you do it. But with me, I think it's kind of easy for me because I mean, I can sing and I can also rap, you know. So I mean, it's kind of like
double-edged sword. Yeah, double-edged sword. I can sing and I can rap.
Please tell us about your EP quickly. You dropped not too long ago, right?
Right.
What's it called?
Love or Lost.
Love or Lost. Please, how many songs on there?
7.
7 songs.
Yeah,
Any
7.
features?
Papi Kojo. Yeah.
Nah, that's my. I just wanted to say that. I was just like, that's my favorite song, man. What's that song called for those who don't know?
Allo.
Yeah. Please tell us about Allo a bit.
So
because it's my song, I'm being biased.
Right. Allo is kind of like experience that I had when I was like 6-7 years ago. You know, relationship experience. But it's kind of funny that when I started music, I didn't get that song. Like I said, I started music official like 2019, 2018.
Okay.
But when I was doing, like I said, I'm surprised that song didn't came out. Recently, that song came out, let's say 2 years ago. You know, when that vibe came. So it was kind of like a relationship that, you know, didn't go through, and some of personal, you know, things that I think everybody go through that made me, you know, come out with that song.
Are relationships more difficult for you now that you're famous and getting bigger?
I mean, I feel like everything is difficult. It depends on how you look at it. Because right now, I'm not gonna say it's difficult because I have experience. So even if it's difficult, I know.
Experience one.
Yeah, I know how to maneuver through it. You know, I wouldn't use the word difficult.
Charlie, bro, we're going to take notes after this. Please, we are going to talk behind the scenes. You know. Right. I didn't. No, I just want to know, bro. I'm talking to 2 artists. Are relationships difficult for you? Okay, so it's out there. People can buy it. People can stream it, get it. What do you want to tell the fans, man? You know, for those who are getting to know you, for those who know you, like myself, who enjoy your music, man.
I'm gonna say just pay attention to, you know, some of the artists also that coming out. And I also say, especially the artists from the diaspora, shout out to Rising, shout out to 218, Vulgar Saucy. You know, we have a lot of talent that out there, and sometimes it's hard to get, you know, our songs being heard over here. You know, it's not like we don't want to promote, but even when we come meeting the right people and meeting somebody loyal or somebody who's going to hold you down, it's kind of like hard for us. So all I want to say is just you guys should pay attention to the artists from the diaspora, because Ghana want to get there, right?
Yeah.
Ghana want to get there. So when we come in trying to touch and base, I feel like they should kind of like give us, you know, the support so that we can also amplify the works, you know, over there. Yeah.
So he's basically telling you, the fans, that this has always been a tone, so keep it cool, okay?
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
That's hard.
I'm sorry.
That's hard. The whole time. The whole time. But I also wanted to know quickly, do you hear our music out there?
Yeah.
Like you hear our sound, you hear the Ghanaian sound out there.
Yeah, it's really out there.
Like in the clubs?
In the clubs, yeah.
That's a good
they
thing.
play
Who are you hearing?
That's a good thing.
I'm not gonna lie. When I went there, like I said years ago, bro, there was a lot like Shatawale.
But now who are you hearing?
Yeah,
because
now.
In the
right
clubs?
Now, in the clubs. Ghanaian music. Like.
I do. I don't.
So
they play Blacko for sure.
Yeah.
They play Shatawale for sure. Sako. I feel like they play if the song bangs, bro, they play, because I know the promoters, I know the DJs. If the song bangs, bro, they playing it. Yeah, it's not like we're not playing, because, bro, social media, if you're not playing it, like, bro, as a DJ, you're losing something. So if the song is really popping up over here, bro, they playing it.
Yeah, we just need to put in a little more.
But I haven't heard the song that Papi Kojo do.
Bro,
about that. I would
you need to hear the song.
So are we gonna hear it?
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna play now. Do you have any shouts before you go in? What do you want to give a shout to, or?
Yeah, of course.
To wifey. I'm sorry, I just have to do that. I just put my mother on the spot, you know, like, why did Jason do this?
Bro to bro, come on, bro.
To bro, back to back.
Yeah, so big shout out to my team. Big shout out to Qpee Vibez, whole team. Also big shout out to Firestick. Big shout out to Poflex, Niatakra, Posiji, Charlie Dance God, Paradise. You guys been holding me down.
Yeah.
Big shout out Mr. Hagler and the whole team, bro. Big shout out to
Chad,
everyone.
this is your home, man. Yeah. Please come through anytime. Myself, we're here to support you. 3 Music is here for you. Right now, we're going to listen to your music. This is Allo featuring Papi Kojo. Right. What's the relationship like, quickly?
It's cool. You know, Papi always holding me down. You know, like I said, when I released the song, the reason why I put Papi Kojo in it, because I wanted somebody who's gonna deliver and also gonna help me push it. And after delivering the verse, like, he really gave me content. Like, he really, came through for me, and I really appreciate that. You know, shout out to Papi Kojo once again.
Papi Kojo will do that.
He will.
Yeah,
He will.
Papi Kojo will do that. Yeah.
You know what I've been thinking the whole time?
No.
Him featuring Darko Vibes. They're going like, there's a song going to go Vibes on Vibes. Vibes featuring Vibes.
Right.
I'm sorry, I just have to do that. So right now, this is Qpee Vibes featuring Papi Kojo. This is one of my favorite songs. Please find him, support him, buy his music. And as I've said to all the other artists, this is your home. This is the culture. Enjoy. We'll be right back.